And it's now a very famous quote. I knew Doris Day before she was a virgin. Through the years, Doris Day has become ingrained in the public mind as the virgin, the wholesome girl next door. But now a book has been written about her, although it's a book that she wrote herself. It is called Doris Day, Her Own Story. And it's a little confusing because it's Doris Day's own words, but it's written by A.E. Hotchner, who wrote the best-selling book about Ernest Hemingway. And Hotchner said when he first met Doris Day, look, you're going to tell the truth. I don't want to just do a kind of sweet-see-poo story. And she said, yes, I will tell the truth about everything. And this is not the Doris Day you expect. And it is a compelling book to read. There's hardly a page that doesn't have a statement that puts Doris Day in an entirely new light. It is a book in which she even tells her age. She is 51 or 52, depending on her birthday. And I look at you sitting here with no makeup on, and that figure, and wow, that's all I can say. You must be eating something or doing something awfully special.
I'm eating a lot.
Doris Day and I have met before, so I'm prejudiced, because I liked her. And I found the book a great surprise, because I don't know how you can remain like this with the kind of life that you had. At 13, she was in an accident and thought to be crippled. At 16, she was singing on the road. At 17, married and pregnant, married to a psychopathic sadist who beat her up even while she was pregnant. Then married for 17 years, her third husband, Marty Melcher, and when he died, she found out that he had totally cleaned her out and left her in debt financially. Why
would you believe that I'm happy?
I don't see how. But I also wonder why, Doris. Why tell all this? Why not let people just look at you and say, hey, isn't she perky and cute, and let it go at that?
I'm not perky. I am not perky, Barbara. But you know something? Our dear friend Jacqueline Suzanne was very instrumental in my doing a book.
Why do you want people to know all of this about you?
She, after we got to know each other and we talked a lot, and I told her about my life, she said, you've got to do a book, because she said you've had so many sharp experiences that you should share with people, and you could be a good influence perhaps, because I just had the strength to overcome and remain a very happy lady. God gave me the strength, and we all have it.
When you write about your husband, which is something that's been highly publicized, and there was a recent court case in which you won the money back from the man who was the kind of business manager, lawyer with your husband, one of the questions you asked about Marty Melcher was, did he deliberately cheat you? Did he know all of this? Or was he just a fool who was taken in? Did you ever answer it to yourself?
Yes. My son and I talked about it at great length, and we don't know.
So you lived with a man for 17 years and you don't know who that man was?
We really don't know if he cheated deliberately or not. I really would prefer to believe that he was sort of taken in too.
How much did you lose?
I think it was, the judgment came to about $22 million. But then after that, my lawyer said it was more like 28.
It was everything you had?
Yes. Oh.
What did you get back after this whole court case?
A little bit, not too much, but it's not over yet,
There was also a time, and you write about this, where there were a great many rumors of your being involved with this one and that one in a kind of underground whisper. And you talk about this in the book. It's one of the things that Hotchner said. Listen, I'm going to ask you about it. About your being involved with Maury Wills. You used to go to the Dodger games.
Yes.
And various other people.
Oh,
you want to
many
comment
others.
on that?
I couldn't open a fan magazine book without seeing myself engaged to Frank Sinatra, seeing him secretly.
Maury Wills was the one that one used to hear about the most.
More than Frank?
Well, more underground. Frank didn't
Glenn Ford?
As shocking.
I can't tell you how many.
Hotchner also says to you in the interview, he said, why is it, do you think, when there were this other people as well as Maury Wills, why do you think that you were often linked with black men? And you had an answer to that from your own background.
Because of my father, perhaps.
Which
is that what you're referring to?
Which I think people did not know about until this book.
Yes, late in life, my father married a black lady, which had nothing to do with the publicity, I really don't think. He was very happy, and I met her. She was lovely, and What difference does it make?
It didn't, except that you said in the book you thought that maybe this spilled over, and that's why at that particular time those rumors began about you.
I don't know. I don't think that anyone knew about it at that time. I'm not sure. I really don't know, Barbara. Doesn't matter.
Again, when we talk about the kind of... No, I bring it up because you talked about it in the book.
Oh, sure. You can bring up anything you want.
When you talk about your own life, you say, if I had a young daughter who came to me with plans to marry a young man, I would strongly urge her first to have an affair with him.
Definitely.
Doris Day?
Yeah.
You would say this to all young girls from your own experience?
I really think that people should live together before they marry. Now, that may be shocking, but it isn't, is it? I think it's important.
I think it might be shocking, again, coming from Doris Day, and thinking of the picture that people have. Why do you think people continue to have this picture of you, in spite of your real life, which a good many people did know about? Why this goody-two-shoes professional virgin picture?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I really don't, Barbara. I've been married 3 times, and I was always, not always, but most of the time married in my films with children. And I don't know. Maybe it's the way I look. Do I look like a virgin? There you go.
You look, well, who looks like a virgin? What does a virgin look like?
Yeah. What does a virgin look like?
Send us your picture. I'll be so sorry I said that. One of the... I love it. You have a... Perhaps you understand that I'm kind of hooked on this book. I thought it was very unusual for the kind of movie star book.
I'm glad you liked it.
In it, a great many other people are quoted who knew you, and your son speaks very frankly. And at the end of the book, he said, my relationship with my mother switches around from child-parent to parent-child. She has her heart set on getting married again, but she really doesn't have any idea of how to react to a man's attention.
Oh, he
says, sad to say, I don't think my mother's had much of a sex life, but who knows, maybe there's a lot in store for her. Do you want to get married? Where is your life now? Is it films? Is it television? Is it marriage? Where is Doris Day?
I don't know if I want to get married again. I don't know if I want to work again.
Do you have enough if you never want to work again?
Sure, I think so.
You do.
And I really enjoy my life as it is now.
What do you do? You've got 12 dogs, which make a lot of people say that.
You had to say that, Barbara.
Well, you do. I don't think I want to come visit that.
Oh, Barbara. Anyway, I do have quite a few dogs. They're not all mine.
But is that what your life is now?
No.
Mostly the dogs?
No, I love my dogs. I have 4 stray cats. You know. But no, I really enjoy my life.
You hated your television series. You got pushed into that, the first television series where you played the young farm widow with the children and so on.
Well, I was not prepared to go into television and didn't know a thing about it.
And your husband had all those contracts signed before he died.
Everything was signed and sealed, and I was delivered. And I was not really ready for it. And I did not like the first year.
Do you want to do television now?
Well, as I said before, I'm not sure that I really want to work.
At all?
I enjoy singing, and I would perhaps, like to sing again sometime.